Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. This is the Route to Victory Road, a podcast that chronicles our journeys through the main series titles of the Pokemon franchise. I'm your host, Pokemon Professor Mackenzie. I'm joined today, as always, by my wonderful partner and co-host, Jaylee.
That's me. Hello.
Welcome.
Good.
To the world of Pokemon.
Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was very long for a very short week, but it is now the weekend and I'm super happy. It's been a great weekend so far.
It has been. I'm very excited to have the weekend.
Yeah. How was your week?
It was long, like you mentioned. Mine was half a day longer than yours, I think.
I think so, yep, if we're measuring. I have to say, though, as the weeks are progressing, I'm getting more and more obsessed with Pokemon because now we're not only playing it, we're watching it every night.
Yes.
And, oh my god.
Pokemon Journeys.
Yeah. The cutest little episodes. Oh, it's adorable.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's so much fun. And
well, I'm happy that you're getting into it.
Oh, too into it. Oh my gosh.
What did you think of this leg of the journey?
Oh, I have to pull up my notes. I closed them.
No problem.
This one was a little bit tricky for me. I found I was constantly looking over your shoulder or trying to pick your brain about things.
You had a lot of questions about this.
Yeah, I got lost several times. I was unsure of where to go. So I found myself going down some paths and then backtracking because I didn't want to go one way. So yeah, it was kind of tricky. I don't think I have as many notes about this week as I did about last time, but
it was a longer leg and far more open-ended than the last one.
It felt like I kept going back and forth to different places, and I didn't like that because I felt like once I did something, I wanted to go back to this other place and do things, but it took so long to get through the paths and the tunnels and all the grassy areas, and I was tired. I was exhausted.
Let's start in Cerulean City. So we leave Cerulean and we go south to Route 5.
Yes.
And that is with all the ledges and the daycare center.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying. It's been a few days since we finished the game, so I'm finding you're finishing the gym before I am, so then my competitive side is coming out, so I'm rushing to finish, and then we leave it for a few days, and I have to go back to my notes. So yeah, okay, with the ledges and the daycare.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you leave anybody in the daycare?
Not at first.
No.
No, not at first. Did you?
Yes, I did.
Of course.
I left someone on the way down to Vermilion, and then we'll talk about our journeys, but
I was skeptical of the daycare at first. I was like, no, I'll check out other stuff.
Yeah, no, I definitely left someone there, and I came and picked them up later, and I'm happy that I did because I actually ended up taking them to the gym.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that worked out then.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did. So on my way down, I left Hilton, my Paris, if you remember from last week.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
I left Paris in the daycare, and then I continued to the underground path, where we are lied to and told that there are items left in the underground path.
Yeah. I searched around and I was clicking every little spot of that path because I was told when I entered the path that people lose items all the time. So I was expecting to find something. So I went every little square and pressed the button on every little square and found nothing. It was a waste of my life.
Yeah. I think it was just to kind of prime you to let you know that it's possible that there are hidden items on the ground.
But that tunnel is so long and pointless.
It is not pointless. It gets you to Vermilion. But
I call it pointless tunnel. Even in my notes, I was like, this is boring.
Well, it's because, I don't know if you know this, but it's because in between Cerulean and Vermilion, there's Saffron City. But you can't enter Saffron yet.
I didn't know that.
So that's what the underground tunnel is it's connecting Cerulean to Vermilion.
Yeah, because there was a guard that wouldn't let me through. So is he guarding Saffron?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, what's so wrong in Saffron that I can't go there?
Nothing, he's just thirsty.
So he won't let me through because he's parched?
Actually, it's because Team Rocket is running rampant there.
Oh, spoiler alert.
but he doesn't tell you that. He just says you can't go through. Boy, I'm really thirsty.
Okay, are we...
Or he says I'm parched or something.
He says, yeah, I'm really thirsty. Do we have to bring him something? Because I couldn't find anything to bring him.
That it's possible that is what you have to do, yeah.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Because the whole time I wasn't thinking about him. He left my mind because I didn't really care.
So we go into the underground tunnel,
Yeah.
and we come up on the other side in Route 6, headed towards Vermilion.
Yeah.
Where you run into a few trainers. There is one bug catcher, I think.
Yeah, who was hiding in the grass. I didn't even see him.
Yeah. And that route was kind of tricky because each of them kind of has a Pokemon that's as strong as Misty's. And I left my Paris back in the daycare. So that was my level 18 gone. And then all I have are my level 16s and my level 19 Oddish.
Yeah.
And I had at that point I had something else on my team, which I don't remember what it is. I think it was the Sandshrew that you traded me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we traded Sandshrew. You gave me an Oddish, and you gave me a snake.
Yeah, a Ekans.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And I gave you just Sandshrew?
You gave me a Sandshrew and a Bellsprout.
Yeah, a plant thing.
Yes.
Yes.
And I thank you.
Yeah,
I thank you. I haven't used Bellsprout. I'm going to raise it up kind of on the side. I'm not going to use it for any of the gyms.
I'm offended.
Because I can't. I did say that I wasn't going to use Victory Bell.
Right. Okay, fair. Fine.
Yeah. But I just wanted to raise one. So I will raise Bellsprout, but I'll do it on my own time.
Okay.
So I think we both had difficulties on this route.
I did. The trainers were kicking my butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not fun. And then I interrupted a very serious conversation between two people, and then they wanted to fight me.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, these trainers were really hard.
Yeah, they definitely kicked my butt. I think I almost whited out or blacked out or whatever it is in this generation.
Yeah.
And I had to head back to Cerulean to heal up.
To heal up, yeah. I did too a couple times. I didn't make it through on the first 2 times. I think I had to go back, which was so annoying. Mm-hmm. Because that tunnel is just so long.
But their Pokemon were so strong. Like there was I remember a level 20 Butterfree. I don't remember who has it, but it was so strong. Its confusion kept killing all my Pokemon.
Yeah, I kept getting the same, and then somebody was poisoning me. My Pokemon would constantly get poisoned.
I think Butterfree knew Poison Powder, and probably some of the others knew something similar.
Yeah, no fun.
Yeah, but we eventually make it into Vermilion.
Did you catch any Pokemon on Route 6?
Route 6? I believe so. I caught a Mankey.
Nice. Okay, I caught 2.
Actually, that's what it was. It wasn't your Sandshrew that you traded me. It was Mankey who I had with me.
Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to train up Mankey.
Nice.
You caught 2 Pokemon.
I did.
Okay.
I caught 2 of the same ones.
Meowths.
Because I did catch Meowths.
Yeah.
And I caught you one.
Okay, thank you.
You didn't mention Meowth to me until way later, but I already had to. And I was like sneaking him away. I'm not going to tell you the name of yours.
Okay.
But because it's a secret and you'll find out. But my Meowth's name is Cinnamon. And I thought I stopped...
Cinnamon!
Yeah, I thought I stopped naming Pokemon after my dead childhood animals, my pets. No, I didn't. Cinnamon was my cat.
Cinnamon was...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I fell down that road again, but I have a Meowth.
Well, that is such a cute name, though.
I think I boxed him right away. Like,
oh.
Yeah, he's super low
That's
and
fair.
Useless. But
That's
he's cute. Fair. He's cute, so I caught him.
I'll mention this. Very easy way to make money in this game is to use Meowth.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not putting any connection together.
That's okay. That's okay. If you start using him in the future, if you start finding that you're low on cash, just start using Meowth.
I am always
understand.
low on cash because I buy too many things.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Fair.
Meowth is a great way to generate additional funds.
Weird. Do you sell its feet pics or what? don't
Not quite.
understand.
It has a move that adds money.
Oh, weirder. Okay.
Yeah.
No Meowth OnlyFans happening here.
No, not quite. So we get into Vermilion City, and did you do anything in Vermilion City, or did you go right to the Pokemon fan club? I remember I did.
You mentioned to me go to the Pokemon fan club, which, yeah, of course I know where that is. No, so I went into all of the houses that I saw, but the first one that I went into, wait, where do you get the fishing rod?
That's in Vermilion. Yeah.
In one of the houses, right?
Yeah, on the house on the very end, past the Pokemon Center.
So that was the first thing I ended up doing, was getting the fishing rod.
From the old fishing guru.
Yeah. I was like, sweet, okay, I'm going to go fish. And then I caught a Magikarp. I named it Bubbles.
Okay.
And then I kept fishing because I thought I could catch more than a Magikarp. But no, turns out I wasted another 10 years of my life trying to find more fish Pokemon.
The old rod, unfortunately, only lets you catch Magikarp.
I didn't know that. So I wasted a lot of time doing that. And then I went to the fan club.
And I caught a Magikarp as well.
Yay.
I named mine Scree.
What?
Scree.
Scree.
Yeah. Skreeee.
Oh boy, why?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Because he's
No
the
story.
Magikarp.
Fair. Okay. That's cute. Lots of E's.
Yeah, lots of E's.
I like it.
So we head to the Pokemon fan club, talk to the old man who wants to tell us about his Ninetales,
Right.
and then he gives us a bike voucher.
Yeah, that's where we got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I never would have known to do that.
But you were able to get your bike voucher. Did you go get your bike from
Of course I
Cerulean?
did.
Okay.
Yeah, after spending 2 hours in the tunnel, I didn't want to walk it anymore. So going to get the bike saved my life so much because now I'm fast and speedy and nobody can catch me.
Yeah. I also went back to Cerulean. I picked Paris back up from the old man in the daycare, and it had grown quite a bit, which I was happy about. I got the bike, and then I put Sandshrew into the
daycare?
The daycare, yeah.
Oh, no.
What did you just realize?
I think
You left a Pokemon in
I
there?
did put a Pokemon in on the way back down, and I'm just realizing now I left it in there.
That's fine.
Oh my god, I'm such a bad Pokemon.
Oh,
Oh, I don't even know which Pokemon it is.
that's okay. You can go check on them anytime.
I feel terrible.
It's real simple. Just go back to Cerulean and you can check. It's actually easier now because you have Cut.
He must not be like a favorite kid of mine or anything.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot.
Speaking of Cut,
Yes.
what did you do next after you got the bike voucher and got your bicycle? Did you go to the SSN or did you go to the right towards Diglett Cave?
I went towards Diglett Cave. I walked into the cave and was like, I don't want to do this right now.
Mm-hmm.
See, this was, I got lost and I backtracked so many times because there was so much to do.
There is, yeah.
So I kept going to the right. I saw a bunch of trainers in grass area and I was like, okay, this will be good for me to level up some Pokemon.
On Route 7, yeah.
Okay, yep. So I did that a bit, but then I ended up going to the boat. I did so many things at once and I didn't finish anything. So then I headed to the boat.
Wait, it's not Route 7. I lied to you.
What is it? Because I didn't go very far in there. I fought most of the trainers and leveled up some Pokemon in the grass, but I didn't know if there was more to do there.
I don't remember what it is.
We'll come back to it.
We'll come back to it. It's fine. So, yeah. After...
So I went to the boat.
Right.
But I didn't spend much time in there because I got my Patoot handed to me.
Okay.
My Pokemon were so low in levels that I had to take a bunch of time just going back to the grassy area by Cerulean. Like I went all the way back there.
Yeah.
Because my Pokemon couldn't even handle the ones on Route 6 because they
Sure.
just kept dying. So I went all the way back and spent too much time in the grassy area before Cerulean.
On Route 5.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I found that was easier for me to level up. Like I spent probably a good hour, like a real life hour, in there just leveling up Pokemon. And they're still not as high as I want them to be. But then I went back to the boat a few times. It took me a few times to actually like beat the boat.
Did you eventually go to the right of Diglett's Cave?
Yeah.
And did you fight all the trainers there?
I think so.
But this is after the SS Hand that you did this? Or?
No, I did this before.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get too far in there. Because I was focused. I had the boat going, I had that going, and then I think at this point you were already at the gym. Because I was taking so much time trying to level up.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Because I didn't do the gym until the very, very last day that I played.
Yeah. I was still playing days after you, though.
That's true, but... yeah, no, I did a lot.
I know you did so many things, but you were
week.
playing a lot more than I was this week.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
So I didn't go to the SSN right away. I went to Route 17 or whatever it is, right to the east of Vermilion. And I caught some of the Pokemon there that I can catch. I caught Mankey.
Oh.
Actually, it might not have been from that route. It might have been from a later one, but I caught Mankey.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I can't remember what I called him.
Nice. It'll be a surprise.
Yeah, but I caught whatever Pokemon were to the east of Vermilion, and I then went into Diglett's Cave, and I caught Diglett because that's the only thing that you can catch in Diglett's Cave.
I caught one too. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And then I remembered before I got to the other end, I remembered that you need cut on the other side, so I turned around, went back, and went onto the SSN and got cut. And then as I... sorry. What did you think of the SSN? We should talk about that. It's quite a bit of a escapade.
There was just some like funny kind of characters in there. Some of the things that you would encounter were just like the randomest things. The gentleman with the what was it? Was it a Growlithe?
Yeah, two Growlithe.
Growlithe. I don't know. They were just like really funny old men. I was like, okay.
I think SSN is my Versus Seeker.
Okay.
For this week. So Versus Seeker is a segment where we talk about an interesting batch of trainers that we remember from our leg of the journey.
So the whole boat.
So the whole boat is my Versus Seeker. Yeah, it's because there were so many things, like the gentleman with the two Growlithe, the lady who says that she caught her Pokemon all around the world, and then it's a Nidoran and an Oddish or something.
I agree. Okay, the Versus Seeker for me would be the whole boat then too, if that's a choice, because all of these guys are just so strange, and some of them are really strong, but some of them are like, what are you even doing?
And one of the sailors said something very disturbing to us. It was like something like, I like feisty little trainers or something like that, and I was just like, whoa, stranger danger.
Oh, no.
No thank you.
I don't remember that.
No, it was it stood out in my mind, and that was going to be like, he was going to be my Versus Seeker, but then I was like, you know what, I might as well just talk about the entire boat, because
I wonder if he's related to the Shorts kid.
He must be.
Yeah,
because he's like, I like kids that are comfy and easy to wear.
Whoa, what? You like kids?
That's what he said, the sailor.
Gross, they're comfy and easy to wear?
Did you get any of you got all the items in the rooms?
After this, yeah, I'm traumatized. But yes, I think so. What are they again? I didn't write them down.
Quite a few things. I don't remember what they all are exactly, but there are some helpful TMs.
Yeah, okay. I didn't, yeah.
And,
I picked up everything I could.
I think teleport is one of them,
yes,
which is useless, but for the most part. All it does is that if you're outside of a dungeon, if you use it, you'll return to the last Pokemon Center that you visited. And if you use it in battle, then you will escape a wild Pokemon battle. That's all it does.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a very useful move.
I think I got it, though, but I'm not going to use it.
It's sort of useful if you're training Pokemon, because then you can just travel back to the Pokemon Center and heal up.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
But other than that, it's not got a lot of use to it.
Right.
But, yes, so the SSN, you fought all the sailors aboard.
Fought it. The first time I went in, I fought a few, had to go back and heal, and then I went in a second time and ran into Kermie.
Right.
Kermie. And, she gets strong fast.
Yes.
Dang. Like, her, Kermie. Kermie's Pokemon are so leveled up, and I think that Kermie told me that they found 40 Pokemon at this point.
Oh.
Yeah. I think this was the point where Kermie says, I've found 4 Pokemon, or 40 Pokemon. And I was like, how?
I think that their coding gets them to tell you that they found 10 more Pokemon than you, because I thought that I thought Badman told me that he'd found 50.
Okay, probably. I didn't find that many. I was looking at my DS and I only have like 24.
You only have 24 Pokemon?
Yeah.
Caught?
Yeah.
Or seen?
Seen, whatever it tells me when
Caught,
I start up my
probably.
DS.
Caught.
I don't think I have that many caught.
I have 45.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought I was a Pokemon master, but look at you go.
Well, we'll talk about why I have 45.
Oh, no. Okay, but yeah, no. So Kermie kicked my butt, like she always does, every time. But then I get smart and I go level up, and then I beat her. Like, so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I beat her, got cut.
Wait, you got beaten the first time? Is that what you said?
I think so. I didn't write that down, but I think so. Or maybe I just beat her. I didn't write this part down.
Okay.
But
How many times would you say that Kermie sent you back to the Pokemon Center?
for the whole game?
Yeah.
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah, so maybe I think I barely beat her this time.
Okay.
But her Pokemon are so strong.
They are. They're pretty strong.
Oof.
I didn't write down the levels this time.
Yeah, me neither.
But I also spent like a lot of time just leveling and things like that. So I think by this time, Badman was pretty easy for me to beat.
I'm scared to hear your Pokemon levels.
It's also been a long time. Well, no. So I did the same thing that I've done the previous 2 weeks where I overestimate how hard a gym's going to be.
Oh, yeah, I did
so
too.
I level the crap out of my Pokemon for no reason.
I spent 2 consecutive days whenever I would do cardio and play Pokemon just trying to level up in the grass, and it took me forever to level them up.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even that high.
But I also spend a lot of time. Well, we'll discuss this. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk about our continued adventures. Okay, we're back. Welcome back.
Welcome.
So, we get to the end of the SSN. Badman wasn't a problem for me. Kermie wasn't a problem for you. Or maybe was a little bit of a problem, but you overcame it.
Yes.
And we get to the sea captain of the SSN.
I was expecting a battle.
Yes.
Yeah, because I went
You
to
were.
the front of the boat after Kermie. I didn't keep going because I was like, ugh, screw Kermie. So then I went to the front of the boat and fought the other trainers there. And I was like, yeah, cool, battle. So then I went to the sea captain and he was like, here. Because I rubbed his back as a 10-year-old boy on this adventure. Rubbing the sea captain's back was so cringy to me. This was so terrifying and weird. And I didn't know, like, why.
Right. So you're going to lump him in with the Versus Seeker.
Yeah, I think he was just like the cringiest thing.
Even though we don't fight him, he was still a stranger danger for you.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think I'm ever going to get on a boat again.
It's kind of weird that a sea captain would get seasick.
Right? Maybe he should switch career paths because this is not working out for him.
But then he gives us the HM for cut.
He does, after we rub his back several times.
Right, which is nice. I like that he gave me cut.
He gave me trauma and cut. So
and I just remembered this, actually. So Badman did give me a little bit of trouble because I remembered as I was leaving the boat, the SSN, that there was a basement to the SSN.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to go down because once you get cut from the captain, if you leave the SSN, it departs.
It leaves, yeah.
Right. So I had to go down to the basement and fight all of those trainers without leaving and healing. And I found that very hard. I remember I exhausted my potion reserves, which were not very big to begin with because I hadn't replenished them. So I had like maybe 2-3 potions going into the basement, and I had quite a time down there, but I did make it through to the end.
That's brutal.
And I got out with all the items, and the SSN departed.
Finally,
departed.
It took me forever.
Then,
did you go straight to the gym, or what did you do?
I definitely did not go straight to the gym. I immediately, after healing at the Pokemon Center, went through Diglett's cave.
Okay. What did you do on the other end of Diglett's cave? Because I went in, caught a Diglett, and then got to the other end, realized I didn't have cut. This was before the boat. And then I went back, and I didn't go back in.
So I was training Mankey and Diglett in the cave.
Okay.
Because I had a Mankey and a Diglett, which I'll give you the names of later.
Yep.
But I had a Mankey and a Diglett, and I was training them in the cave. And then I got to the other end and went south into this building that houses, there's a guy there and the professor's aide. And if you talk to the professor's aide there, he'll give you HM05, which is Flash.
Okay, I need to go do this now.
Yeah. And then if you continue heading south, there are other things. There's items, and there is a trade there as well. I don't recall what the trade is, but I'm pretty sure I made it. Oh, yes, I do remember now. It's an Abra for a Mr. Mime.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't have an Abra.
Right.
If you
yes,
can
you
recall,
do want me to catch you one.
week,
I haven't caught
sir,
you one yet.
I was unable to catch an Abra because these things just teleported away from me.
You're right.
So
I'm sorry. I will get you an Abra.
Oh, thank you. After the boat, I went back into some more houses and I traded for a Farfetch'd. Did you get him?
Yep, Ducks.
Yeah,
Ducks the Farfetch'd.
Yeah.
Yes, you trade a Spearow.
Yeah, by Fluffy.
You traded Fluffy.
Wait, was I not supposed to?
Oh, I'm just surprised. Spearow are super common. I thought you'd just catch one.
No.
No, you traded your Spearow for a
Yeah,
for a
Fluffy
Farfetch'd.
was like in the box the whole time though. He was like level 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or level 5
or whatever he started at. Yeah. Very, very low because I hadn't had him on my team.
So I don't know if you know this, but those traded Pokemon will always be the level that you traded your Pokemon at.
Okay, I was going to ask that because he was very low too.
Yeah.
But I figured it'd be fun. I'll catch another Spearow. Don't make me feel bad.
Oh no, it was just surprising that
I didn't want to go catch another one.
All right.
I'm quite lazy when it comes to this. And then I did go back to that route that we don't know the name of. We thought it was 7.
I think it's 17.
I caught something else.
Or 15
I caught a Drowsy?
Yeah.
Is that right? That's what's in the daycare. Oh my god.
Your Drowsy's
My
in the
Drowsy's
daycare?
in the daycare and has been in the daycare for a couple weeks now, and I should probably bring him some food.
I think the daycare man has food.
He's going to be so mad at me.
Pokemon
Oh, he's
food.
going to take so much money.
So I swung back up through Pewter because you can exit Pewter, or you can. So once you get through to the other side of Diglett's Cave, you're actually south of Pewter.
Oh, okay, so you just went all the way through again.
Yeah, so I went all the way south back to Viridian City, if you remember Viridian City, the second town we
No,
visit.
but yeah.
And then came all the way back up to where Diglett's Cave's opening is, and then I just cut a tree and walked out into Pewter City. And then from Pewter City, I made my way back through Mount Moon to Cerulean City.
You went back to Mount Moon?
I went back to Mount Moon.
Did you get your Clefairy?
I forgot again. So no, I do not have a Clefairy, but I will be going back and getting a Clefairy at some point.
Now that I know I can actually get through Diglett's Cave this time.
Yes.
Do it. Okay, there is stuff to do down
but
there.
something that I did do is I visited the museum, like I said, that I was going to do at the end of the Pewter City episode.
Yeah.
And I cut down the tree, went into the back door, and got the old amber.
I need to go do that.
Yes, you
See,
do.
I lost track of where all these trees are that I need to cut down. So, okay, that's good to get. Good to know.
In Pewter City.
Museum. Oh, but the museum is so boring.
And then I got to Cerulean, and I cut the tree down to the south, and I went down and I grabbed Sandshrew, and then I came back up north, and I headed through the robber's house. And I don't even know why I did this, because I could have just cut the tree to the south again. But I headed up through the robber's house, or like the house, the dig house. And I started heading south towards Vermilion. But then something happened that changed my journey completely.
Uh-oh.
I saw the path to the left that we couldn't get through before because it had the tree.
Which left? Which one?
It just to the west, or the east of Cerulean City.
To the right, then.
Yes, to the right.
Okay, you said left.
Oh, sorry.
I think I know where you're talking. Is this the one where you cut down the tree? There's a trainer there right away, and then you have to like jump a ledge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went there.
You did.
The trainer kicked my butt. So then I went back to the Pokemon Center and I didn't go back.
That's because
there? This is such a mystery to me, and I'm kind of excited to see what's over that way.
This path is meant to be done after you beat Surge. But I got curious if I could complete it without beating Surge first. So I went down and got through the route and got to Dark Cave, which normally you would need Flash to get through, but I didn't want to waste putting Flash on one of my Pokemon because that is a useless move. It's basically just Sand Attack.
Is this the point that I said you were cheating on because you were going ahead of the gym, and then we had this argument because you said you could play as long as you want, as long as you don't beat the gym?
Right.
I don't like that. I'm already getting really competitive in this with my Pokemon levels versus your levels, and where you're going versus where I'm going. Oh, I'm just so far behind.
So this isn't where you said that. But if you're worried about my cheating now, then I won't talk to you about how I got through Dark Cave without using Flash, because I remembered the path. And I won't talk to you about how it comes out into Lavender Town. And I won't talk about how you take Lavender Town west and then you go under Saffron City through another underground path, and then you get to Celadon City, where you then go to the department store in Celadon City and buy a bunch of drinks so you can give them to the guards so they let you into Saffron City. And then
I don't think we're friends anymore. You went so far ahead. You're not supposed to do that.
We'll see what you feel when I give you A, Growlithe, and B, my Pokemon levels that I beat Surge with.
Okay, but no, because you're so far ahead of me in this game.
I caught a Growlithe for you.
But you've played this before. I haven't played this. This isn't fair. We agreed that you would...
And I was going to experiment.
We're going to have to take a break because I'm getting real heated. I can't believe you went that far ahead. You're going to be done the next level in like a day, and I'm going to be sitting here for a week playing.
I was going to, as a lark, I was going to take on Erica instead of Surge.
You're a terrible person.
And beat the 4th gym before beating the 3rd gym.
There might not be an episode 4 of this.
I decided to turn around, and I went back to Vermilion City.
Is that supposed to make it better?
Yes.
No.
It does make it better.
You've already basically beat the next week of the game.
That's true. But I have things to do.
Yeah, you're going to level up your Pokemon until they're super strong.
We already made a deal that we're not going to increase our level beyond 3 levels of the next gym.
I don't know if I can help that because
your
my Gucci
War Turtle is going to be a Blastoise before you even get to Erica.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to be so mad at my Gucci's level, and I can't help it because
I'm not mad. I'm not going to be mad. I can't be mad. I've already been to Celadon City.
I'm so angry at that.
I mean, I haven't been because we're not talking about that. Do you want to know what
No.
my original plan was?
No, I don't.
Okay. So we go back to Vermilion City after a little foray. And we cut down the tree and we headed into the gym.
Yeah.
What did you think of the gym?
Yeah, gym was fine.
Oh, come on now.
I don't want to do this. You're ruining the games. Anyway, the gym.
Yes.
Yeah.
The gym.
The gym. Okay. So I went in after trying to level up my Pokemon. I still didn't get them to the level that I wanted them to be. But I had enough and wanted to go do this gym.
What did you think of the trainers?
The trainers, oh man, this was so easy because if you remember my, oh wait, hold on. I missed something. Okay, while I missed a couple things. These are 2 points I need to hit before we talk about the gym. These are important.
Sure, sorry.
Okay, so I was leveling up and a couple things happened while I leveled up. My Bun, my Nidorina. What?
Nidorina is Bun?
Yeah. I misgendered my Pokemon.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So Buttercup is a male.
Okay.
Yeah. This was like a big eye-opener for me because I was like, I thought Buttercup was a female because I named it Buttercup. So apparently I didn't pay attention to the symbols or anything, or I didn't know what the little poses, how they differentiated, and I didn't pay attention to the symbols while I named them. So Buttercup is my male.
Okay.
Yeah, and Bun is my Nidorina.
Okay.
So Bun leveled up and evolved into Nidorina. And that's when I found out that Bun was a girl.
Female?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, Buttercup. So I misgendered them. But then I kept leveling them up and Buttercup evolved into Nidorino and learned Body Slam because I used the Moonstone and now I have a Nidoking.
Okay. And
Woohoo.
You taught it Body Slam with your TM?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes. And this Body Slam is chef's kiss, just as good as Mega Punch. Because I could not stop talking about Mega Punch last time, but Body Slam saved my life this time. So those two things. Okay, so Body Slam, my Nidoking, is Buttercup.
Buttercup, the Nidoking.
Yes.
Okay, I have to change some graphics.
I have to change a whole lot of things. Anyway, back to the gym. So now I have Nidoking. So the rocker had a Voltorb.
Yeah.
That my Nidoking just slammed through. 2 Body Slams, boom, dead. The Magnemite.
Right.
Is that right? Yeah. 1 Body Slam, dead. And then Nido leveled up. He's getting real strong. The Voltorb, Body Slam and Horn Attack, killed him. Nido took a bit of damage there, so I gave him a potion. I wanted to ask you, am I allowed to use potions in the gym?
You can do whatever you like.
Okay, that's not part of our agreement that you've already technically broken.
I did not. I didn't outlevel the gym, and I stopped playing after the gym was beaten.
Anyway, the next guy that I just beat, the Sailor was the next one?
Sure. I don't even remember. They're so forgettable.
Yeah, they're so weird. But the second guy...
Compared to Misty's gym?
He had a Pikachu.
Yep.
So my Nidoran kicked his butt.
Yes.
And leveled up again.
Nice.
And then Nido killed Pikachu. And then, so I made it to Surge with just using my Nidoking.
Right.
So just Buttercup.
How was the puzzle?
Oh, I was completely lost on that because I didn't know. And I was like, I was doing cardio while I was doing this. So I was on the bike. And I think you were in the room and could hear me getting mad at the game.
Yes.
Yeah. Because then I had to ask you for help because I was really confused because I didn't think to talk to the trainers after. I just was looking in the garbage cans. I know.
To be fair to you, that's all it took. I just gave you the hint of talking to the trainers.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay. I didn't think to talk to them after. I just kept looking in the trash cans trying to figure out the puzzle myself. And
I was very proud of you for figuring out the puzzle. No,
after talking to the trainers, it was fine.
Sure. But
puzzle was easy after that, and I felt really bad for getting a little bit angry at it, but it was funny. So then I made it to Surge. He had a level 21 Voltorb. My Nido used Body Slam and Horn Attack. He was dead. Voltorb was dead. And Buttercup leveled up again.
Nice.
And then Surge had a level 18 Pikachu. I used Body Slam once and he was dead. And then, oh my god, he had a Raichu.
Yes, he did.
Cute, but not as cute as Pikachu. Even when we were watching the show.
Yeah.
And the Raichu was on. I was like, oh yeah, that's okay.
Visquez?
Visquez? Yeah.
I think was their name.
Their Raichu was okay, just not as cute as Pikachu. Because we both mark out so hard for Pikachu. We love Pikachu.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Oh,
like
Pikachu.
the cheek slap before the
Thunderbolt.
Oh, amazing.
It's my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, me too.
Slap.
Yeah. If he doesn't slap his cheeks, we get a little bit angry. Anyway.
We actually do say, do the cheek slap. Do the cheek slap.
Yeah. So his level 24 Raichu was pretty strong. I got in a Body Slam, and it paralyzed him. So I Body Slammed him again, and Raichu's move failed, so one Horn Attack, and he was dead. And I was like, wow, okay, that was easy. Should I open a gym now? So then my side quest for this game is figuring out how I can open my own gym.
Okay, sure, fair enough.
Not sure how it's going to play out, but that's my goal, because I was a Pokemon Master after 2 gym badges, and now I have 3, so I think I need to open a gym.
So now you're going to be a gym leader.
Yeah, I'm just gonna own this world.
Sure. Well,
Also,
you need to monotype then.
What?
You need to monotype.
Okay.
That means that you can only have one type as your entire team.
No.
Yeah.
I make my own
Rock
rules.
has only Rock.
You went
Misty
past
has...
the gym into other areas.
Sure, that's
We're making
that's
our own rules here.
That's our rules, but this is Pokemon League rules. You have to listen to them. They're the governing body.
No, it's fine. They'll let me in. It's okay.
If you don't follow the monotype rules, then somebody's going to they're going to complain to the Bureau of Better Battling.
Come at me, bro. So my Nido wins with more than half its health left.
Sure.
It was so strong.
Very easy gym.
Yeah, and then I had to quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
except somebody went on beyond the gym, but
I did not go beyond the gym.
How was the gym for you once you actually did it instead of going?
Very simple. I only used one Pokemon the entire time.
Me too. Which one?
Well, do you want to talk Pokemon Center?
What are you talking about? I just told you so much information about my Nido.
Seriously, it was one Pokemon with one move. So let's go into Pokemon Center and we'll talk about the Pokemon Center check-in, and we'll talk about all of our Pokemon and how we did it.
I'm still mad at you.
That's okay. I've made my peace with that.
Pokemon Center music.
Welcome to the Pokemon Center check-in, where we're going to talk about our Pokemon, their levels, and any other new developments in our team.
You go first, because I know that you just are schooling me.
Sure. My Pokemon that I went into the gym with were...
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Did you catch any Pokemon on the places that you weren't supposed to go?
Yes.
That's not fair.
Tons of Pokemon. That's why I have 45.
I'm so angry.
Also why, at the end of this gym, I had 15 hours and 15 minutes in the game. But I did not use any of them in this gym. Mm-hmm. Level 23 Mankey, Carmelo.
Cute name.
Level 23 Sandslash, named Sandslash.
What the heck is a Sandslash?
It is Sandshrew's evolved form. Level 25 Parasect, Hilton. Level 25 Nidoqueen, the Queen. Level 24 Gloom, Raddish. And the one who I beat the entire gym with, Dugnut, my level 26 Doug Trio.
Nice.
Yes, it was Diglett. Diglett beat the entire gym with Dig. Dig is all I used.
Really?
And it beat everybody.
That feels embarrassing.
It's a 100 power ground move with stab. It's super effective against electric types. It was so good. Diglett one-shot the entire gym, including Raichu.
See, and I think I think this is why we shouldn't be allowed to like go past the gyms onto other levels.
Diglett is not past the gym.
Okay, but you had all that space and time to catch all those other ones and level them up that I'm still angry.
Okay. Well, do you want to tell me your team?
Not really.
Okay.
But I will.
Jeez.
Yeah, okay. So I have my little weakling Pokemon. I'm going to start with my Drowsy, which I don't remember the name or its level because it's still in the daycare. He's not on my team. I just wanted to bring him up again so he doesn't think that I forgot about him again.
Oh, okay.
So I have my Pikachu Zeus, who's a level 20. My weak Pokemon are Squeak, my Sandshrew. It's a level 16. Bud, my Butterfree, is 16 as well. Jake the Snake that you gave me
Yep.
is up to 18.
Nice.
Buttercup, my Nidoking, is level 22. And Gucci, my Wartortle, is 27.
Very nice.
Yeah, Gucci was the one who got me through all of the trainers that I couldn't beat with anything else, and that's why Gucci leveled up so fast.
Yeah.
But everybody else is. Other than Gucci and my Nido and Zeus, everybody's pretty weak.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I think my Diglett was like 23 when I got into the gym, and it went up 3 levels just by beating every trainer by itself.
Yeah,
And,
same with my Nido.
Then at level 26, it evolved.
Nice.
Yeah, because that's when Diglett evolves.
Now we know.
And it's a Doug Trio now. Doug Nut, the Doug Trio. All right. We're going to take another quick break, and then we'll come back with Pokemon Academy. And welcome back.
We're back.
We're going to do our Pokemon Academy.
My favorite part.
I'm going to bring up a silhouette, and you're going to tell me what it is.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a Raichu.
It is Raichu. Oh, that's tiny. Anyway, it is Raichu.
He's super cute. Okay,
It is.
on the show that we're watching,
Yeah.
the voice of Raichu, is that the same as other shows?
You mean like the original Raichu?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it's definitely someone doing an impression of the original Raichu.
Because it throws me off so much because Pikachu is so adorable and his voice is like the cutest. So when you hear Raichu, you're like, ooh.
Oh, you're
That's
wondering if it's like the same as the Japanese Raichu.
Kind of, yeah.
I don't think so.
No, okay. It was just like very deep. And I didn't expect that.
Raspy.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's supposed to be, if it's not the same voice actor, it's an impression of the original voice actor of Raichu.
Yeah.
Because Lieutenant Surge's Raichu sounded just like it, like the Rai. Yeah.
Do that again.
Rai.
Thank you. Yeah, it was Raichu's cute.
Yeah.
I like watching the show while we're playing this too.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, oh no.
But it's also, then we can't hear the music, and that's kind of sad too.
Oh no, I
'cause
love the music.
is
I mean, like
amazing.
not watching the show while we're playing the game, but watching the show kind of
Yeah.
alongside the game.
Yeah.
But no, I like the music in the game for sure. It's cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. I really like Vermilion City's music. It's probably my favorite city theme that we've been to so far. Like Viridian City is familiar because I've like obviously it's one of the most heard soundtracks. People like
You
to
just
use
know
it
it
for
when you hear it,
studying
yeah.
and stuff like that. But I really, really like Vermilion City's theme. I think
I've been
it's really
listening
fun.
to the Pokemon music at work.
Have you?
I'll put it in the background. Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's-
so cute.
It's really funny. My favorite part of this whole week, though, I just have to tell you, is when we were playing and a certain sound would go off on my DS and you would perk up and tell me what I caught or tell me what I ran into or tell me where I was. Because just by the music.
The music or the sound of the Pokemon?
Yeah, your brain was just so... It was amusing and it was so cute. And yeah, it was really neat. You're so smart.
I just remember those sounds. They're ingrained in my childhood. But I really think it's nice that you listen to the Pokemon music while you're at work, but also something that we haven't mentioned on the podcast before, but something that I thought of bringing up during this week and then I forgot until literally just this second. But you are the composer of our music, our intro music and our little interludes and things like that. You made that.
We've been sitting down at the keyboard with some Pokemon inspiration and just writing some of our own stuff.
Yeah. And so I wanted to let everybody know that you are our musician.
Oh, thanks.
Of course. Okay, so we're going to move on to Who's That Trivia. Because we went on a pretty wild tangent there.
This whole episode, I think, is a tangent.
Kind of. Yeah. This whole game is a tangent.
Yeah.
So Raichu. Raichu has an Alolan form where it becomes a Psychic Electric type. The only Pokemon to have that typing, by the way, that uses its tail like a surfboard. Both concepts were designed by Atsuko Nishida, who is a graphic artist who works for Game Freak. She also designed a majority of the evolutions. Yes. Yeah, including Espeon and Leafeon, which is my favorite. I can't remember if she did Sylveon. I can look it up for you, but yeah, she designed a majority of the evolutions, like more than half of them.
My favorite.
So probably she did do Sylveon as well. I'm not sure though.
I love Sylveon.
There's a character in Cinnabar Island, or on Cinnabar Island, I should say. There's a character on Cinnabar Island that will trade an Electrode for a Raichu. If the player talks to the character after the trade is complete, the trainer will claim that the Raichu evolved. While Game Freak initially did plan on having an evolution for Raichu, this was more likely a translation error from the original games in Japanese, as the trade was originally between a Graveler and a Kadabra, which both evolved through trade.
Oh.
And that's it. That's all the trivia that I was able to get, other than little things like Raichu and Pikachu and I think Pichu are all the mouse Pokemon. And they were the only ones that were the mouse Pokemon until Generation 3 onward, when Rattata and Raticate became also known as the mouse Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah. Or maybe Sandshrew is also the mouse Pokemon?
I don't know.
I can't remember. But, yeah, that's all the trivia for Raichu. So we will see you guys next time when we head to Celadon City to take on Erica, the grass type gym leader, and her beauties, they're called?
Beauties.
Oh. She's got a special trainer type, if I remember right, in her gym. She at least does in later generations. I don't know if it's in this generation. I think it is, though, because that was like the whole thing about her gym, is like it was all girls. And anyway,
is there a gym with just Eevee evolutions? The evolutions?
No, that'd be amazing though.
Could that be okay? Dibs. Dibs. I know what I'm doing with my life now.
You'll have to wait till Generation 4.
No, I'm doing it now.
But
like
there's only
IRL.
3 of them. Oh, IRL. I see. Okay.
In real life, I'm opening an evolution gym.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we will see you guys next time for the Celadon leg.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. And I will leave you with a quote, as always. This one is from Alder, who is a trainer from the 6th generation of games. No, he's not. Yes, he is. I almost changed my mind to the 5th generation. But no, he is. He is from the 6th generation of games. He's from X and Y. He's the leader of Team Flare.
Are you sure?
Yes. Even if we don't understand each other, that's not a reason to reject each other. There are 2 sides to any argument. Is there one point of view that has all the answers? And I find that amazing stuff.
Did you pick this before I had this argument with you or after?
I picked it because I knew you were going to be mad at me for going ahead in the... No, I'm kidding.
No.
I actually picked this at the end of last episode.
Oh. Very nice.
All right, everybody. Have a good week.
Bye.
That's not just.
That's not our song. Do 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 do. Whatever I wrote.